Hey guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Slug Cells. I'm glad you clicked on today's video. It's a big one. We're looking at the current Crown Zenith market pricing for singles, PSA 10 versions, pristine Beckett's, and black label Beckett's if we can find any. We're also going to be giving away this ETB right here, Crown Zenith, to one of y'all. All you got to do is stick to the end of the video to find out how you can win that. Let's get right into it. Waste no haste. First card on the list is this beautiful Pikachu Secret Rare. I like this card for many reasons. Number one being it's in the back slot. The actual main set, not the subset, not the GG, the Galarian Gallery. Don't say that 10 times fast. I like this card. A lot of reasons. It kind of shows, it embodies all the Sword and Shield era. You got the Crobat, the Zacian, Urshifu, Inteleon, all the big names that were huge in competitive play, collecting. It's a beautiful card. The texture's really cool. I was not expecting that to be on the English version of this card. As far as a pickup, very low. I like this at $20. I really like this as a collector. As a seller, I'm not going to sell any of mine. I'm waiting because I think it's going to come up. I could see this being easily a $40, $50, $60 card. This is a third of the price of an ETB, and I'm not getting that card every ETB, you know. And as a buyer, I like this card at 20 bucks. There's no shame in picking this up. PSA 10, 200, fair. I could see it coming down a little lower for now, just for now, because everyone's going to be seeing, whoa, 20 bucks for this Pikachu, basically an alt art, Sword and Shield era, big celebration card. That's going to go up. The Beckett Black Label I saw, $10,000, pop one, obviously. Yeah, I'm not buying that. Great for whoever got it, congratulations. If you're looking to buy it, I wouldn't. I would probably value that Black Label at $1,500, maybe stretching a $2,000 card. I still like this. It's a very cheap card to pick up right now, in my opinion. Next card we're looking at is one of my top favorites of the set. A very difficult card to pull in good condition. I've had one that was very nice centering, but it looked like someone like stomped on the card, so that was very disappointing. Others have been very heavy, like almost to the point of like it would be an 8 centering wise. I love this card. $15.72, market price at $18.38. Low. Very low. Once again, that's a third of the price of an ETB, and I don't even get that. Maybe 1 in every 5 ETBs at the very least. PSA 10, 150, low for this card. Beckett 10, I saw the Pristine 10 selling for less than the PSA 10, which I was shocked. Recently, everybody's been kind of moving to this Beckett, praying and hoping for some black labels and getting the Pristine 10, just that 9.5 in one category, or subcategory, should I say. And that value is, in my opinion, worth more than a PSA 10, and you'll see down the list it is like that every single time. Just for this card, maybe it was like a fluke sale or a bad seller, who knows. But I think this is very low. If you find a Beckett 10 of this card at 100, pick that up all day. That is my Pokemon advice. I'm buying this card single, raw, hoping to get 10s. It's good markup. I really like this card as a raw card. Its value is very low. I agree. PSA 10, if you just wanted to skip over that middleman, pick up a PSA 10 version, very cheap. You're not going to lose on this card. Next one is the Lisa Sparkle. I like this card a lot. I really do. I have a personal attachment because I got a V-Star Universe Black Label. Love that. I like this card because you've seen the background. There's a Charizard ride. She's at basically like Universal, but for Pokemon. There's a Charizard ride. You see a Jigglypuff. You know, everybody's in the backyard. I like this card. $30, very low. Again, it's in the main category along with the Pikachu, which is very hard to pull. You know, you're probably gonna get 4 trainer or GGs per ETB, but man, that back category to get a full art, very hard. You're looking at the Leafeon V or the EVV. Say that a couple times fast. PSA 10, 250, extremely low. Beckett 10, 350, very low. This is a raw card, very low. I could see this going $65, $70 in a couple months when when people start realizing what they want to pick up, what they want to grade. Because 30 to 250 in a PSA 10, that's a good markup. I'm picking this card up. I know a lot of other collectors are also picking this card up. Solid pickup, very cheap right now, $30. Easy pickup in my opinion. This one is a little low. Cynthia's Ambition, I like this card. $17, that's low. You know that's low for a Cynthia full art. PSA 10's $120. There was no Beckett 10s I could find, so please help me out in the comments down below. Let me know if you find any. But this one, coming in the Galarian Gallery, very low. I think the big thing with this card is there's no legendary Pokemon in it, which I think people like to see. They like seeing, this is a cool art one. It's visually pleasing. There's Charizard in the background. This one's got many other trainers to focus on. This one's kind of just like there. If you know what I'm saying, it's just kind of, it lacks something, and I think that shows in the price when all these other ones are, so much more expensive. The Irida is cheaper, but not in PSA form, not in the higher end, and I think that's going up. I could see this one hovering here. I do think it's low for Cynthia full art, but I'm not picking this one up just because I like the other ones. Collect what you like. This one, we're getting into the golds now. We've got 4 golds to go over. Giratina V-Star, the secret rare, the #1 pull out of Crown Zenith set. PSA 10, I'm going to just flat out tell you, all these prices are very, very low. If you want this card, pick it up right now. It's not going to get cheaper. PSA 10 at $420, very low. Pristine 10 at $525. You can see the difference that it's supposed to be. Very low. Black Label at $7,000. I will correct myself. That's very high. Do not buy that. I'll value this at probably $2,000, $2,500 maybe in a Black Label. At most at $3,000, depending. I really like this card. I could see the pop staying very low on this card as well. So if you find a 10 in Beckett or PSA, I would pick that up. If you see a very nice looking raw card, pick that up at $140, $149 even. That's a low card, especially when the percentage change from raw to 10 grades is very high. This is a great card to get, in my opinion. Along with this one, the RCS V-Star, we opened up some ETBs, me and my girlfriend downstairs right before this video, and we did pull this card, which we've pulled in V-Star Universe and now Crown Zenith. It's very heavy, so this is what I'm about to dive in on. This card is very hit or miss with condition-wise, centering-wise. They're not printing this card very well. And I've talked to a couple other collectors that all say the same thing. If they pull this, it's about 3 seconds of joy, and they look at it and like, I gotta sell this raw. Because a 9, yeah, you'll get some money, but you'll lose on grading fees. Once again, if you see this in a 10, the Beckett 10 price, I would say that's a little high for right now. I see it getting there. I do. So you're probably not going to lose unless you want to instantly turn around and sell it. But PSA 10 version, low. Raw is low. There's no Black Label, but man, if there was a Black Label, I could see that being easily $2,500 all day long. I like this card as a pickup. I'll pick up this one, the next one, and the next one. You'll see. Origin Form Dialga Gold V-Star. $54.99, which this box retails for $54.99. Criminally low. $250 for a PSA 10. I'm about to go get some. After I did some research on this card, I said $250. I'm buying some of that. No pristine 10s that I could find. No Black Labels I could find. Raw value at the market price at high $60, even under. This is an all-day pickup for me. No brainer. Same with this card right here. This Palkia and Dialga action. All 4 of these gold cards right here. Pickups all day long. We'll stick on this one for a couple minutes here. $51, so low. It even says as low as, and I agree, as low as. That's less than a Crown Zenith ETB. And I'll tell you what, we've gotten 1 gold, as you see, and we've probably opened 40, 50 ETBs on the generous side. Yeah, so PSA 10 at $230, no pristines that I could find, and a Black Label at $34.95. It's pop 1. It's a respectable price, honestly. I could see that selling, it being a pop 1 right now. I could see that selling. I definitely could. $51 is very low. I'll pick this card up. I'll end this video and probably do some shopping on eBay and TCG Player. By the way, all links will be provided in the description for these cards if you're looking for them. Let me know and let the seller know that Slug sent you. But yeah, I think this card's very low. Moving on, we've got the Mewtwo V-Star. I got a good story with this one actually. $83 as low as, and $95. That's kind of a difference. We haven't really seen that much of a jump in between prices. $12, kind of a big one right there. But PSA 10's $400. I think that's low. I think that's low for now. I think it'll go up. I really do. But once again, I see this as the raw value going down in the 10 versions, the pristine variants. Like, I see that going higher. I really do. Beckett 10 at $13.50, fair price. Maybe a little too high. That's the one I saw listed. PSA 10 at $400. That's a little low. Black Label's at $3,000. The reason I know that, I got the Pop 1 for this card. I pulled it out of an ETB at Target, got a Black Label, and sold it the next day for $3,000. So that's where this card's value is, really. So I agree with the pricing on that one. I really do. Moving on, we've got the Leafeon that couples with the Glaceon. I really like these two cards. We'll bounce back and forth. I'll show you. I'll tell you kind of what I'm thinking on these cards. $35, $36 for the market price. PSA 10's $160. You guys can kind of see it. This one's $27 to $140. You see the $20 jump into 10. It makes sense. It really does. The pricing, the percentage from the $35 to $160, the $27 to $140. It makes sense as a buyer and a seller. I think these are fair, very fair prices for these cards right now. Both of these, they're very pretty cards. They kind of got leaked together, and I think they're just kind of coupled together because they came out with the collection boxes. And now they're there. They kind of have the promos together. Now these together. I like these cards a lot. I really do. I see the raw value definitely going up. PSA 10 going up as well. I can't find any pristines or Beckett gradings on these. I'm curious to see what the value would be. I would say probably 300 right now. If I could see one selling in a pristine tin, like 195 in a subcategory, I would say 300. Black Label probably at 1100, to be honest. I think these are really pretty cards. I think that one, especially with the Black Label, would be a very pretty card. I see it selling higher than this Leafeon, although it's $20 difference, $8 raw. I see these going up. These are good pickups. I'm picking these up. I've got a couple to send off to Beckett. Stay tuned. We're going to be doing a submission form, how to clean your cards, how to submit to Beckett. You guys definitely want to stay tuned to that. Right now, we have a pretty good percentage for Black Labels. We're 2 for 6. So I'll take those odds. Moving on, we've got the Darkrai V-Star. I really like this card. One of those cards that's very hard to find raw in good condition in Black Label and PSA 10 form. You can kind of see that jump from $28 to $250 in a 10, and that PSA 10 value is low right now. When this card first kind of got graded, there was that first original like Pop 10, and they were all like $450, $485, $500, $465 all day selling. And I think that's a fair price for that card. Maybe a little high because it's kind of like that FOMO aspect of this card collecting. But I do see that $250. If you picked a couple up, you're not losing on that price. I think the pop stays decently low on this card. Once again, English cards are very hard to grade. I don't think people realize the difference between Japanese and English production. I mean, Japanese is far superior when it comes to that's why you can get so many Black Labels, so many pristine tins, CGC perfects, But when you come to these English, you get that like 5 seconds of fame with these these Arceus cards. It's like, oh my gosh, and then it's like it's 9, so you kind of lose on that. That's where that English aspect comes. Where I think these 10 values are very low. If you're a slab collector, I think right now this set is a very good pickup. If you like slabs, if you like getting raw cards to grade them, I think this set is a very good one. Suicune, we'll do the 3 dogs real quick. We got Entei and we've got Raikou. Starting with Suicune, this one, you can see I've got a couple of these, the left and behind. I love this card. This is definitely in my top 5 of Crown Zenith. The Suicune V all are $33. You'll kind of see, I'll flip to it real quick. $22, $22, $33. We've got an $11 difference on this card. And I think that comes from, it's just a better card. It's better looking. It looks like a Suicune alt art. That's kind of funky, I really like it. It's different. We haven't really seen an alt art that looks like that. That's cool, but it kind of looks like a full art. Not an alternate art, but more of a full art. That blank background, the colors. This one really tells a story, and I think collectors really like this card. $33, you see it. 140, 130 in a 10, 200, which is very low. I remember comping this card when it kind of came out, and it was being like 400. Same with this Darkrai. I kind of put them together because they're kind of following the same pattern. You can see this 200 for $33 and $28 goes to 250. Doesn't really add up there. So I think PSA 10 version, I would skip going from buying raw and just buy the 10 and ride that out. Once again, no Beckett 10 pricing, no black label pricing on this card. I think a black label from V-Star Universe, the Japanese, did about $1,400, which I think is a very fair price for this card. I would pay $1,400 for a black label on this version. These two are kind of one and the same, $22, $22, $130 and $140 respectively. I could see these coming down to as low as probably $90, $100, $110 at the most for this card in PSA 10, maybe in 3 months. Same with this one. They're kind of grouped together. They're more like the alt arts of the set. I like them, but once again, the Suicune I think is very top to those three. Moving on, we got the Deoxys. 1851. You guys let me know down in the comments what you guys are kind of thinking on these prices. What are you guys doing? For this card, honestly, this is a buy. Once again, third of the price of an ETB. I haven't pulled that one in English. I really haven't. I've pulled it once in Japanese form. The jump doesn't really make sense here to me. 1851, you can see the market price nearly at $20, but a PSA 10 at 100. No Beckett, no CGC on this card. Very, very, very low pop on this card. I don't think it's being printed that much. I really don't. I've pulled so many of these other cards before, and I haven't on this card. I don't know. Let me know what you guys are thinking. I think $100 is very low. I think $20 is low for this card for now. Very low. I think this could be a $35, $40 card. PSA 10 probably $220. I could see this capping out at $220. I don't think it did that much when it came out, but because I just don't think there was a whole lot, really. I like this card. This is a good, solid pickup for those collecting and looking to sell. Next card, we got a couple more here. These two are kind of one and the same for me. I love both of these cards. We got the Irida and we've got Sinnoh. Sinnoh being my favorite because Diamond and Pearl era, we've got UC Barry on there. You love this era. Cynthia again. Diamond and Pearl kind of got me into collecting when I was younger and got me back into it 2 or 3 years ago now. Love this card. I've got a bunch of these that I'm collecting at $14, $15 with like fees. I don't know. That's an insanely easy pickup for me. Same with this card. It's got Irida. It's a cool looking card. I like the colors. I like the green. It was a very popular game as well. These two are pickups. I would look to get them together. You could probably get them for $25 pair. I know I've seen that listing on eBay, the pair of these, two of these together, $25. Even if you get even if you get just one in a 10, you're still making a lot. $90. I think this card and this one should be $250, minimum $250 in a PSA 10. I could see Beckett doing about $400, $450 maybe. Whereas the black label with one of these, oh man, $1,200. I could see $1,200 for this pretty solid pickup right here at $14, $14.38. I'm picking these up all day. I've got a couple of these. They're gonna be in my Beckett video, how to submit properly to get those black labels. Make sure post notifications are on for those videos. And for our last one, this is I would say this is in my top 3. I really like this card. When this was leaked for V-Star Universe, I knew this was an easy pickup for me. $15 market price. There's that jump again. Nearly a $2.50 difference right there at that low, which is pretty good percentage. PSA 10 at 70. Fair. Fair for now, considering it's $15 raw. I think 70 is an easy pickup. Once again, this is a card that I would skip picking up raw to grade and just go straight for the 10. I really would. I think you can't lose on this card right now at $70. It's never going to go under that. I think this card is going to be a climber for sure. Like I said, I like this card. I might be biased, but I think this is low. I think this is very low. $15, market price $7.59. Like I said, this is low. I'm definitely picking this card up when I can. All right, guys, that wraps it up. Let me know if you guys are still here. All you have to do to win this Crown Zenith ETB. Like, comment, and subscribe on this video. Turn on post notifications. Comment your favorite Pokemon that's in Crown Zenith. Can't be out of it. Has to be in the set. And I think like every Pokemon's in it, so you've got a pretty good shot at getting it. You guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you had a good one. I did. Stay tuned. Peace.